Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new grocery haul for you guys, but I have switched things up on the fly a little bit. I was on my way to Costco because I haven't yet done a beginning of the month big restock. Recently, if you guys have been watching my grocery haul restocks, I've been doing a large restock at Costco and Walmart at the beginning of the month, and then supplementing with smaller shops each week for just like fresh produce, milk, eggs, things that we run out of. However, I got to Costco and filled up my gas tank, and $98 later in just gas, I was like, I can't do it. I can't go in Costco and do a huge restock. I don't know about you guys, but that is just mind-blowing to me that I almost spent $100 filling up my gas tank. Luckily, my mom car SUV is mostly what we use for just our around the town. I need to drop Lila at school. I go grocery shopping, little small errands here and there. So a full tank of gas in my SUV lasts me almost a month. But I used to be able to fill up my car for like $60, $65. So that's a big difference. After the sticker shock of my gas fill up, I decided instead of going into Costco, because let's be honest, I cannot go into Costco and not spend a few $100s at a time. We still have a number of things from our bulk restock from last month that we haven't quite gotten through all the way. So I think for the rest of the month of March, since we're already halfway through the month, I'm just gonna continue doing my weekly shops. And this time I decided to mix it up. It's been a while since I've been to Aldi, and they're always a great place to start if you're looking to cut back on some budget and expenses. So I have my weekly meal plan already set. I did that before I left the house, so I know exactly what I need. And then too, I don't have to stop at multiple stores, because normally when I go to Costco, I have to go to Costco, spend a couple $100s, and then also go to Walmart or Publix or Kroger and get the balance of things I need that Costco doesn't necessarily have. So instead, we're just hitting up Aldi today. I'm gonna see if we can save any money by just doing a full weekly grocery haul at Aldi instead of a huge restock, and see where we end up. So I'm gonna take you guys shopping with me so you can check out some of the prices at Aldi today. These prices will be for my local area in North Georgia. I'll include all the prices today in the haul when we get home as well. So let's go shop at Aldi. Here we go.
Here we go.
You do? Okay guys, we are back from Aldi. I got quite the haul and I stayed under $130. I feel like if I had gone into Costco, I would have easily spent at least $200 and I would have walked out with probably 6 items. So I think we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna share with you guys everything I got and all of the individual prices. So I'm gonna get unpacked and go through the haul with you guys. But real quick before I do that, I get asked about my reusable bags all the time. And you guys, I mean it. These are one of my favorite investments I've ever made. The LOTUS trolley bags, I have a link for them in my description box. I'll bump it towards the top so you guys can find it easily. These are a lifesaver, especially if you love to shop at places like Aldi. I know a lot of areas now are moving towards you needing to bring your own reusable bags when you go shopping. What I love about this set is that they all Velcro roll up together and can be carried as an individual roll. They're easy for me to remember in and out of my car. They come with 4 different bags in one set. This set includes 3 different size bags like this that have a mesh bottom. They have really secure carrying straps, and they also come with these removable poles. You can remove these and easily wash the bags when you need to. But what I love about these is that you can set these up in your cart and they hold the bag open for you so you can load as you go. This is also one of the bags that comes in the set of 4, and it's a cooler bag. I love this because when I do longer trips to places like Trader Joe's that are maybe 40 minutes away from me, I never have to worry about my frozen or cold stuff going warm before I get home. The large purple bag is one of my favorites because it actually has interior pockets inside to keep things organized, including on the side it has little sleeves where you can tuck a bottle of wine or a carton of eggs so they're not going to shift, fall over, and break on you in the car on the way home. You guys have asked about these a few times. I know I've shared them before, but I wanted to share them again since I was showing them in this video. The LOTUS trolley bags. This is not sponsored. I truly just love these bags and I use them all the time, so I thought I would tell you guys about them. Anyway, let's get unloaded and into the haul. Okay guys, jumping in on the frozen section so I can get some of the stuff put away. We can't go to Aldi without picking up dino nuggets. These are some of Lila's favorites and I only ever pick them up at Aldi, so I restocked on those. We had no chicken nuggets in the freezer, which when you have a 4-year-old is a problem. And then for Josh and I grabbed these last time, the Kirkwood breaded chicken breast fillets. These are so good in the air fryer. They have been out of like chicken strips or other kinds of chicken nuggets at Aldi, at least at ours, for a while. So this was another good option. We like to cook these in the air fryer and then we'll cut them down into our own chicken strips for salads or wraps. So that's a good lunch option. Grab some crinkle cut fries to go with Lila's chicken nuggets on some fun nights. We always need light sour cream in the house, so when we do taco night for toppings. And then non-fat Greek yogurt. Sometimes we'll use this instead of sour cream on our tacos, the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I also use this to make my own ranch dressing, which is super low calorie and low point if you follow WW. If you guys have followed me for a while, I actually lost 80 pounds on WW over the last 2 years before getting pregnant with our second child. I am currently 32 weeks pregnant, so I'm not strictly following any low calorie or WW plan, but I still go back to eating a lot of the same things I ate during that time. I just feel healthy and good when I eat that way. So even though I'm not tracking, I'm still eating a lot of those same recipes. So I love having non-fat Greek yogurt around because I use it in a ton of stuff as a sour cream supplement, to make homemade fruit dip, to make ranch dip. I will link a video above where I share some of those recipes. I have 2 dozen eggs. We go through a lot of eggs in our house. It's a great lean protein. My daughter loves having scrambled eggs for breakfast in the morning, so do I. And we can normally easily get through an 18-pack of eggs in a week. So I just went ahead and grabbed 2 12-packs because the price was amazing at Aldi on eggs. That's one of those things that I've just seen skyrocketing, is the price on eggs and milk. They also had phenomenal prices on milk at Aldi today. However, I just grabbed a gallon of milk at Kroger the other day because we were out. So kicking myself about that a little bit because it was probably twice the price at Kroger for a gallon of milk versus the $1.99 we saw it for at Aldi earlier today. I've typically been buying our shredded sharp cheddar cheese at Costco, so I grabbed 2 12-ounce packages. So I'll probably pop one in the freezer and it'll be ready to go for next week. Honestly, if I take this out the night before, it'll be ready in the morning to use for cheesy eggs or something like that. Thaws really fast. We also always have hummus in our house. This one, it looks like it slid a little bit inside the bag. I had it tipped on its end, but just some classic hummus. We love eating this as a dip with veggies to snack on. Lila loves hummus. We also will put these in wraps and do like a veggie wrap with hummus as kind of the main protein source in there. I picked up 'Tis the Season, some Irish butter. They didn't have any of the actual Kerrygold butter at the store today. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. This is just probably the Aldi version, so we're gonna give that a try. I was thinking of making some of my own homemade soda bread, so that'll be really good together. And speaking of 'tis the season Irish, some Irish cheddar with Irish beer. My husband and I love making little snack plates at night with like cheese and crackers and fruit, and Josh loves Guinness, so I thought this would be fun to try. And then speaking of some holiday seasonal items, St. Patrick's Day is next week when I'm filming this, so Lila saw these on one of the specialty end caps where they have items that come in weekly at Aldi that you can't always find there, and you can't find them at every store, so always check the end caps. You might find something special. These are kind of some ready to bake cookies with Lucky Charms marshmallows in them, so I thought that was a super easy and fun little baking activity for Lila and I next week for St. Patrick's Day. I picked up some turkey bacon. I love putting this in the air fryer. It cooks up so fast in the morning. I'll use it to make little breakfast sandwiches or just on the side with some eggs. I did grab a kielbasa sausage as well as a head of cabbage. The cabbage they had were absolutely massive. They look really good though, and they were really affordable. I know one of the big things a lot of people eat for St. Patrick's Day is corned beef and cabbage. I'm not a huge corned beef fan, so one of the recipes I love doing is a kielbasa and cabbage dish. You just pop it together in a frying pan with some like onions and garlic. I don't think I've shared that one on the channel actually, so maybe I will make sure to include it in a little vlog next week, so stay tuned to the channel for that. This is another one of Lila's favorites. She loves having cheese tortellini for dinners. I was very happy to see that they still had the $1.99 pound of strawberries at Aldi. Strawberries are always so expensive everywhere else. That's why I normally just get them at Costco, because a 2-pound package of them is pretty affordable compared to getting them in 1-pound packages at other grocery stores. But these were only $1.99 a pound, and they looked really good today. So I picked up 2 pounds of those. And how cute are these pinkaboos? I've seen people taste testing these over on TikTok. They're supposed to taste like a cross between a strawberry and a pineapple. They smelled really good and looked fun, so this is kind of a splurge item. It was over $4 for this package, which is not particularly huge. It's narrow. So that's, you know, kind of a splurge item, but something special that I wanted to try. I thought these would be fun to try on one of our snack plates with Josh in the evening, or maybe even to do a little like chocolate drizzle on them and make them like a special chocolate covered strawberry for those plates. Grab some bananas. I picked up 2 packages of those because they only have like 4 bananas per package. So we've been eating a lot of bananas lately. They've been a big craving for me in this pregnancy 3rd trimester. I love having banana in some cereal at night, but I've also been using these to make some baked oatmeal as well. So had to restock the bananas. I grabbed an eggplant for one of the dishes I'm making this week. I don't know about you guys, but maybe that's one of the ways I'm trying to keep my budget down a little bit is I have less meat. The only meat I grabbed today is the kielbasa and turkey bacon. I do have some chicken breasts still frozen in my freezer that I'll be able to utilize for some meals, but we're doing like an eggplant parm in the air fryer this week, and the prices on fresh produce at Aldi is still really good, so that's one way to try and keep the budget down, is just to cut back a little bit on fresh meat. I do need to try going to my local butcher. We have a really great local butcher down the road that has really great competitive prices normally. For desserts, we have these popsicles I found, both in pineapple and strawberry. Lila loves these, Josh and I love them. They're made with real fruit, so it's kind of a healthier popsicle for a dessert to have on hand. It's nice if you just want a bite of sweet in the evening. Speaking of dessert, I picked up some whipped topping. It's basically like Aldi's version of Ready Whip. But Lila and I have been having coffee time in the mornings when she's off school. She has a little chocolate milk and I have my coffee. And over the summer when we were doing this, our dog Millie always got a little squirt of whipped cream in her bowl, and she looks at us every day when we have coffee time. She's like, "Where's my pup cup?" Our dog is spoiled. I bought whipped cream so she could enjoy a little whipped cream with us at coffee time in the mornings. I also picked up some mini sweet peppers. I love having these prepped in the fridge just to munch on. We'll probably use it with our hummus I picked up. Great little snacks. Jalapenos, I picked up these for a little air fryer snack recipe. We're gonna make some poppers, I think, this week in the air fryer. That sounded really good. So I grabbed jalapenos, and this package of zucchini looked pretty good. Again, I think I'm just gonna air fry these up for a side with dinners. And then these things I just needed a restock on. I had no onions left, so I just grabbed a bigger bag of yellow onions to use for cooking. I grabbed a nice big bag of sweet potatoes. We will probably cut these down and do sweet potato fries or bake sweet potatoes one night for dinner. And then I also picked up a bag of little red and yellow potatoes to do maybe with the chicken for dinner one night. This is something I've been out of for a while. I love restocking on the big, massive jar of unsweetened applesauce at Aldi. We will eat this on the side with dinners, but mainly my use for this is when we do baking. Anytime a recipe calls for oil, I'll swap it out for unsweetened applesauce, equal amounts. So if you needed a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil in a recipe, use a 1/4 cup of applesauce and you're good to go. It's like a little bit of a healthier twist when you're baking, but that works with pretty much everything when you're baking. So I love to have that on hand. Restocked some of our canned goods. I have some sweet corn and a couple cans of black beans. I also grabbed a can of plain tomato sauce. I a lot of times will use this when we do homemade pizza. I did pick up some extra virgin olive oil. I didn't have any olive oil in the house, and even though I don't use it that often, I typically use a spray avocado oil that I get at Costco. I just like having it on hand just in case I need it for maybe like the potatoes to toss in when I roast them in the oven or something like that. For bread this week, I grabbed 1 loaf of the Le Oven artisanal bread. This is just like the Sara Lee artisanal bread, which is what we normally get at Costco. So we just moved one of those last loaves that we had from the freezer out. So this one will go in the freezer, so we have it for next week. We go through about 1 loaf of bread a week, mostly Lila with her peanut butter jelly sandwiches, that kind of thing for lunches at school. And then I also grabbed one of these swirl raisin cinnamon breads. Lila's been liking those in the morning for a quick breakfast with fruit or eggs as well. My husband Josh loves these spinach herb wraps. I like them too. I like making veggie wraps in them with hummus, carrots, onions, lettuce, banana peppers, just a ton of different veggies stuffed in there. And then I'll normally top it with little red wine vinegar and olive oil, salt and pepper, and I actually like to pop those in the air fryer and have a little toasted wrap for lunch, so I love those. We still had a ton of pasta left from our last big Costco run, but I did want to grab some shell pasta because I think I'm going to make some homemade crock-pot mac and cheese next weekend. So I just went ahead and grabbed that because I saw them. And then some more snackies over here. Lila loves these chewy bars. She likes to bring them to school for her morning snack. And Josh likes these for a quick grab, just to have a little something to eat in the car on the way to work. So I grabbed some of those, and then some of these turkey sausage snack sticks. We love popping these on our snack plates in the evening as well, kind of like our little charcuterie plates. Lila loves flavored applesauce, so we grabbed some of the apple strawberry ones. She'll put these in her lunchbox or have them on the side with a dinner. We also grabbed some veggie straws and some cheddar sour cream potato chips, just to have as little like snacking chips since we do have stuff for sandwiches this week. We might do that over the weekend for a quick family lunch. So there you go. Okay guys, that is everything I got today at Aldi. Thank you so much for joining me for today's shop with me and haul. What are you guys doing to try and save on grocery and gas prices right now? I love that Aldi is at least an option where I know I can get a ton of healthy, fresh produce at a pretty decent price still. But even there, I am seeing the upkick in prices on things. So anyway, thank you again so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss out on my next one. And until next time, bye! I always do. I never think